Hi, this is Tom Searcy with the 1% Difference, and this week I want to talk about the idea that traction takes friction. If you're in a conversation or if you're in a large sales presentation and you've got people kind of sitting back and nodding and agreeing, but they're not saying much, they're not challenging you, they're not asking any questions, they're not disagreeing, they're going, you know what that is? That's a bad sign. What it's really telling you is that they're not engaged. Look, if they were engaged, they'd be interrupting, they'd be asking questions, they'd be pushing things back, they'd be having disagreements. And if you want to get them to change from what they're currently doing to something new, then you're going to create some sort of friction. And if you're not getting disagreement, you're not getting any friction, you're not getting any friction, you're not getting any traction. So if you're not having friction, you need to create it. Let me give you 3 questions that you can ask that will create some of that provocation, help you get better clarity, and make certain that you're able to go ahead and respond. So number 1, I want you to ask this question. What would get in the way of our moving forward on this? That's right. What would get in the way of our moving forward on this? You ask that question in the room at that time. Now, I know you've been told by all the sales trainers that are out there, never introduce the negative and never bring that up, but that's old thinking. I gotta tell you, you got sophisticated buyers, you've got access to all sorts of information. These people are a little bit jaded, and it's in the back of their mind. I'd rather go ahead and have that conversation out on the table and discuss that than to go ahead and sit back and pretend like it's not happening. So my answer is ask the question. That way you at least know what you're addressing. Second question, ask this. Why have you not made this change already? Now, it's going to give you a lot of indicators. Maybe it's not a priority. Maybe there's no urgency. Maybe there's no budget. Maybe it's because they're waiting for something, a change in administration or a reorganization. But without knowing why they have not made the change, then you don't understand what the timing is. And it's very important in sales to own the clock, understand what their urgency is. So ask that question. And the third question I want you to consider asking is, have you tried something like this before, and how did it go? Look, sometimes we're not selling against the competitor. We're selling against change. And if you don't understand what their experience with change has been, especially in this particular area, in front of this particular buyer's table, then you're basically flying at night without instruments. You gotta get the data out on the table so that you can have the conversation. Remember, the goal is not to provoke doubt. You're not trying to create doubt. What you're trying to do is to open up honesty and clarity so that you can answer the questions and take the fear off the table. Until we get a chance to talk together, make the 1% difference. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button down below and the bell, and that way we'll let you know every time there are new videos that are out there. And you can also visit our website below.